And so it begins. And so it begins into the season that I'm excited about without any reason. Imitated, never duplicated. That fool with no hair that shouts like Rick. Woo! The Raider Bear. I'm Raiders! All right. What's up, fam? Welcome to the show. Blah, 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 blah. Raider Bear Live. First comment. Woo! MVP tonight goes to, I don't know. I got to bring up my list first. Boom. All right. There we go. All right. Goes to Michael Purifoy. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. Always there. Cheering, supporting a Raider Bear. And hi to your daughter and all the rest of the young loved ones. And I hope everything's going well, brother. Welcome to the show. Second place, my silver medal. And you guys know I love it when a Raiderette slides into my medal round. That's often referred to as the Sausage Fest because there's so damn many dudes. Kim Calhoun. What's up, Kim? Welcome to the show. Always there for a Raider Bear. Appreciate you, love. Third place, my bronze medal. Travis McNeil. What's up, little cub?
Hello.
How you doing?
No, I'm here to see how Raider Nation is doing.
Well, come down so they can see you. There you go.
I'm getting your height.
Here, hang on. You got to give it to him in the mic. You got to say what's up to the nation.
What's up, Raider Nation? How's it going?
Show me your cool shirt. Nice.
You know where it's from?
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes.
And it's the Blue Eyes Dragon, right?
Look at you.
That's right. I was nerding before you were born, okay? Mama Bear. What's up, Red? All right. So, and the pups. What's up, pups? Where are you at? Where you at? I see you there hiding behind me. Bo Jackson. What's up, Bo? That's why I couldn't see you because he's so black. There you go.
Bo's over here rolling around.
Look at Michael Purifoy. He does this for me sometimes. Oh, there's Panda Bear. Biggins. What's up, Biggins? Hold on, let me turn this down. Okay. All right. So, what's up, everybody? Happy Saturday to everyone. Hang on, listen to this. Out from the shadows, emerging from his lair. He's right on time, without a moment to spare. Turn up your volume and let it blare. Here he is, Raider Nation, the R8RBEAR.
I like it.
He writes it all himself.
Way to go, Michael.
That's my guy right there.
Air high five.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Stephen Shaw, what's up? Welcome to the show. JP's watching. Jesse Parker. Ramiro Cashflow Castro chilling at his house in his studio in the closet. I give that's like a super old joke just between me and him now, because he and I will be the only ones that remember it. But he went live with me one time on my show live, and he had like a shirt and all this other stuff hanging over his door behind him. I'm like, man, what are you doing there? Showing your closet. He kept swearing it was just in his bedroom. I'm like, no, man, no, you're in the closet. That's a closet, dude. Okay.
I don't know.
Don't come at my show from your closet. That's just weird. No, he's married. You see his wife. She's beautiful. All right. So what's up? Denton Road, Space Force. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. And if you care, you remember to share a R8RBEAR. Don't forget that, because it's important and stuff. Will Nanoff, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Jim Vanderland, Bear. Tony, make it dip. Troy Gill, what's up? Welcome to the show. Raider C-Dub in the house. Whoop, some Niner, but turn them in 49er. Tanamoku, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the show.
Hi, Kim.
Kim Calhoun. She won the silver medal tonight.
Ooh, way to go.
Richard Chavez, what's up? Welcome to the show, Raiders. Eddie Willis, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show from YouTube. Appreciate that. Remember, please subscribe and set that little bell on YouTube so it reminds you when I'm going to be on. And if you would share the show, I'd really appreciate it. Much love to you all.
What Jim Vanderland said about Estella Castro.
No, read it.
I think she should be removed from the R8RBEAR page. She was trying to scam people for money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's never good.
That's never good.
Never good. Hi, Troy.
So she'll go bye-bye. All right.
Estrella Castro.
Anthony Contreras, what's up? Welcome to the show.
We'll
Keep up the great work. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the show. Again, Jeremy King, what's up? I'll see you there. Edward Lucky De Leon, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Happy Saturday right back to you, Edward. I appreciate that. Anna Diaz Rincon, wow, my first supporter ever. Family first, that's what makes me a fan of the Bear. Eddie Willis, much love, brother. I appreciate that. All right, Kim Calhoun said love back to you, mama. Herman Jr., what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Mike Brown, I see you. What's up? All right, so we all know we play the dirty Niners tomorrow.
Dirty.
Dirty, one more. And we got some news from camp and what's been going on in our scrimmages, and it's really good. And I'm surprised I get to say it is just really good. First, our middle linebacker is playing like a monster. He got a bunch of picks just himself. He got 3 himself. You heard that right. Our new middle linebacker, Robert Spillane, got 3 interceptions. That's insane. Jacorian Bennett got 1. And Luke Masterson got 1. And so Brock Purdy's been getting picked. Now, some of that, I'm not gonna lie, some of that is contributed to trying things, because this is a preseason, it is scrimmages, so sometimes the coach is gonna say, hey, when we do this thing and we make this guy go like this, just go ahead and throw it and let's see if we can make that play, and see how their defense reacts to it. And our reaction was to intercept the ball. Can't wait to do it some more. But it's exciting to talk about the fact that our defense is looking really good, and Aiden O'Connell is ahead of schedule. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Aiden O'Connell is already absorbing the offense. He's already starting to correct mistakes that he made when we first came into camp. He was able to read all of his short progressions. In other words, 1, 2, 3, snap, throw it to the running back. 1, 2, 3, snap, throw it to the slant play. Hunter Renfrow, real quick stuff. Michael Mayer, real quick stuff. Mayer wasn't even actually at practice this last couple ones, but the point is that Aiden O'Connell has this offense. He understands the playbook. He's already starting to get it. I would say that he will probably really, really be ready mid-year. Now, the only reason I even bring that up, and it's a topic in my opinion, is because we know that, I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's a reliable quarterback. He is a winner. Okay. Regardless of what we may think of him, he's a winner. His percentage lifetime proves it. And so he could be here and really do some stuff with us. I'm excited. Kim, appreciate the love on the shirt. They do call me the shirt legend. Well, I call me that, but the dirty, filthy Niners. Who's going to be the starting quarterbacks for tomorrow's game? Troy Gill, I got to believe that Aiden O'Connell's probably going to start. I don't think that they're going to want to see Jimmy in games like that. Now, if Jimmy starts, it will be ceremoniously. In other words, he'll go out there and throw the ball 4 times, and then they'll probably pull him off. You know what I mean? He might get a set, you know what I mean, where they really have him walk the team down the field and, run through a few plays, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. I just think he is the kind of guy that you can't waste snaps with Jimmy Garoppolo. You just can't. You just never know when the 54th snap is going to be the one that, he breaks and something goes wrong and he's injured. So why waste some snaps getting to the 54th snap where he's going to get hurt, in the preseason in games that don't matter, especially in an offense he knows. He knows. I would rather him make a mistake or two in the first game against the Broncos. We can beat the Broncos. I just want to see him get out there, be healthy, and then work his way again through this offense. But I think he knows it well enough. I really do. Bear Doc is in DC, and Val and Tommy are in bed already. Oh, that's okay, man. Yeah, Tone Saveka, yes. Yes, Marcus Peters got 2 picks himself. It's been bad. I'm as excited about how bad the Niners play as I'm as excited about how bad they played as I am about how well we played. Yeah. Joseph Bear. Hey, Joseph Bear, let me know if you're doing any events in Phoenix. I'll be nice. It'll be nice to meet you in person, brother. Edgar Lucky De Leon. I already heard that the Black Hole chapter out here in Phoenix has picked Cactus Jacks as their weekend spot to watch games. I'll probably make my way over there for sure. At least one of these weekends. You know what I mean? For real games, not preseason. I'm not gonna. I don't really do I watch the preseason. I don't usually go anywhere for it. Jim Vanderlyn, yes, it's happening to me. Washington is falling for it when you're in a desperate situation, like I am. Corinna Trujillo, okay. Yeah, Rick Condi Jr. Yes, Marcus Peters vocally is bringing a lot to what's going on in the Raiders' defensive improvement. Just his presence is bringing. How do I say this? Just his presence is bringing more attitude to what we do and the team, and it's having an immediate effect. We know that this was coming from Max Crosby, but one guy can't do it by himself. You know what I mean? Especially when he's as young as most of the rest of the team. You know what I mean? So I like what I've seen so far. I think it's only going to get better. All right. Glenn Medina, how is the rookie quarterback doing? He's doing great. I mean, what's surprising is that he's going through his progressions. He's reading and throwing to the right reads. He's just not doing anything risky right now, not really throwing the ball down the field. Now, did he at practice a couple times? Yes, and looked good. He's got an arm. He has an arm. He puts his body into his throws. I saw him in a game in his highlights on YouTube, and he was getting ready to get hit by 2 guys from either side. And he seemed to grit his teeth and just reach back and throw the ball as hard as he could. And then both guys clocked him and he went down and the ball went zing right to the guy. And it was a perfect throw. You know what I mean? He knew he was going to get nailed. You could see him literally bracing for contact, and then he still threw a perfect pass. It was incredible. All right. So tonight, to the contributor of the most stars tonight, will go these few fine items I put together tonight. I went through my patch inventory. I found that I still had a few pretty good ones. I have another one I may even add to this once I can find it. I'm kind of going through a stack of patches as we speak. And oh, wait a minute, is that right? It right there? Wait a minute. No, that's not it. Okay, so anyway, this is 3 of my favorites right here. Let me just show you this, because if you have a vest, a jacket, any kind of shirt or anything like that, you'll love this. It's a really nice looking patch. So here we go. It's this first one is a Raiders just in I would call that just script, handwriting script. It's really nice, and it fits perfect on the shoulder or on the chest. Really nice patch. To the contributor of the most stars to tonight's show will go these fine items. The Oakland Raiders old school original 1963 design. Now I say 1963 instead of 1960 because most of you guys who are very, very old school fans know what's up when you see that there's no gold on this. Now the original 1960 Raiders logo had a gold like rim around the outside of the head of the character in the center. It was pretty crazy. And Al Davis hated it, so he had it removed. That's the story. And then this one for Raider Nation, and it's got this cool like 3D kind of piping around the outside that lifts the patch up when you stitch it in. It looks really cool. So check those out. To the contributor of the most stars tonight will go those fine items. And first and foremost, I see, where's my thingamajiggy? There it is. And here it goes. Richard Chavez and Mike Brown. Appreciate the love on the stars, gentlemen. Appreciate that. Okay, John LaJoy, what's up? Welcome to the show. Alphas, Omega forever. Sub Bear, chilling and watching the fights with my TNBC Houston fam. Right on. What's up, TNBC family? Welcome to the show. John LaJoy said Trey Lance is going to get the start tomorrow. I think Trey Lance, John, is getting the start in ceremony only and in the interest of free agency. You got to protect Brock Purdy. He's the technical starter. So you're going to put Trey Lance out there just to see what he happens to do against some defense. But Trey Lance is trade bait at this point because Mike Shanahan is, Kyle Shanahan, excuse me, is one of those guys that he's made up his mind pretty quickly. He's a quarterback guru kind of guy. So once he's worked with you for X amount of time, he knows whether he wants you or not. You know what I mean? He rode Jimmy Garoppolo as far as he could because Jimmy was more than an average quarterback, but he wasn't much more than that because he was learning a brand new offense and he just wasn't doing it well. He just wasn't running well. And then when he did run it well, he would get on runs and then he'd get hurt. And so Shanahan just got fed up with him. But that's really all that happened. Shanahan likes the guy. He just doesn't like that he can't stay healthy. All right. Oh, there we go. I see now. I knew I had the other ones. I have another one here. So if you guys are starting a vest or want to start a jacket or something really cool, check this out. I got this one from Navajo Raider. I absolutely love these. He's wearing, whoa, the character on the center, I caught it. It didn't break, I swear. It's a patch. It's not going to break. It's got a squash blossom is what I believe that is referred to. This is an actual replica of the necklace called a squash blossom that Native Americans wear. And he had the guy do the design so it actually looked like a squash blossom that the Raider character is wearing. Really cool patch from Navajo Raider. To the contributor of the most stars tonight will go all of those fine items. All right, so Bill Cox, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. So at middle linebacker, I love what we're hearing about. I mean, you hear about Spillane getting interceptions. You're hearing Luke Masterson getting interceptions. Luke Masterson, in my opinion, is now. He's now. I mean, we've had him for a couple of years now, but I feel like they were like developing him more and more. And what's happened now is that development he has caught up with that development and now is just playing some of the best football he's ever played for us. I think there's a chance that we could see some really good football moving forward from Masterson. I don't know if he's going to steal a starting job or anything like that, but I think he's going to get moments where you're going to take out a linebacker that's more of a run stopper that's bigger, and you maybe bring in the faster, better hands in Luke Masterson, and maybe he makes some plays for us. I really like him this year. To show up and make plays for us. Really like him to show up and make plays for us this year. Okay, here we go. And I don't normally bet in the preseason, but bet on the Raiders whooping the Niners tomorrow. Yeah. The only thing though, Raiders C-Dub, you never bet on preseason because you can be the better team and lose simply because your coach wants to run so many guys in and out of there and try so many different things that there's no continuity. And the other team leaves so many guys out there that they want to see how they work that sometimes they just have a little bit better chemistry for that small period of time and they win the game. So it's just a wild, blind bet risk if you do it. Look at that. Did I say that this is 4 patches? Look at that. This is dope. Look at that. 4 patches. Sweet Raider stuff. To the contributor of the most stars tonight will go all 4 of those patches because I'm feeling Jenny. Fox 5 said that Aiden was starting tomorrow. Yeah, honestly, Anna Diaz, that's how I had it, that it was going to be Aiden O'Connell. I just felt like was there a chance that Jimmy would come in and throw a couple? Yeah, but I don't think so. What's up, Bill? Jesse Cardenas, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Corinne Trujillo, I hope you saw. Okay, cool. James Walker, what's up? Welcome to the show. Hi, Princetta. Bob Standard in the house. What's up, Bob? Hey, Johnny Page, how you doing? James Walker, what's up? Welcome to the show, James. Yeah. Victor A. Remy, how's it going, man? Welcome to the show. Appreciate that, brother. Much love to you. And Rosa. Hello, Rosa. Richard Chavez, our team has been designed to compete and win against the Chiefs, and we, the Raiders, do that. But why can't we get over the hump against the rest of the league? Richard Chavez, that's a great question. I would say, honestly, that a team has to have both the front office and the coaching staff in place before the players. I feel like we did that backwards. I feel like we have players in place, part of a mixed regime of John Gruden and his GM, and then now Josh McDaniels and his GM, and an owner that's a nincompoop. So Mark Davis is an automatic check against maybe bad decisions are going to be made because he's just not a good owner. He's just not a good owner. I don't mind him as a person. I've seen him with Raider fans. He's kind. He gives his time. He talks to people. He takes photos. He shakes hands. He knows how to do the PR, but he's had a lot of legal problems. A lot. You know what I mean? A lot more than your average owner. A lot more. And he gets into beefs with the NFL that are pointless. You know what I mean? A few years ago, it was like 6-7 years ago, they were doing some kind of anniversary for the NFL. And they asked him to paint the 50-yard line gold, and he refused. He just simply said, I don't like gold. I'm not putting gold on my field. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And I know some of us really like that he did it because it was so rebellious. But at the same time, just come on. Just, pick the fights you need to pick, not just any fight. Jason R. Morales, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Can I get a what? Raiders! My way's better. It's custom. What's up, Alpha? Welcome to the show. Bear, I've heard the difference this year is Jimmy Garoppolo is scoring in the red zone where Carr did not. Bill Cox, there is an argument that Jimmy Garoppolo and Derek Carr are similar quarterbacks with different strategies and abilities. So, for example, for those people who think Carr is better, it's because Carr has a dynamic arm. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have that. Derek Carr can scramble around and throw accurately. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have that. Now, he can scramble and throw, but it's not something he can do consistently. Whereas Derek Carr can do it on every other play. He's got a big arm. He can get down. He can run left, run right, see guys open and throw the ball. But is he as a good completion percentage quarterback as Jimmy Garoppolo? Derek Carr is not. Will Derek Carr throw the better deep ball? Of course. But do we necessarily need him to throw the deep ball in this offense as far as Jimmy Garoppolo? No. And so Jimmy Garoppolo, in my opinion, fits what we do. He just doesn't fit our personnel. Devontae Adams wants to go. Trey Turner wants to go. And he doesn't have the arm for those guys. And so it's it's looking more and more like we're going to have this offense. It's going to dink and dunk down the field. And it'll do it successfully because we're going to still have a solid running game and we're going to be able to move the ball with safe passes. But once we get through those safe passes, is he going to be able to at some point uncork one? I don't know. It's a hard call. Is it that he doesn't have enough strength? I don't agree with that. You know, there's people who say, oh, his arm's not strong enough. I don't agree with that. I just think he doesn't trust it because he's not good at being accurate deep. It's not about his strength. He can get the ball out there, but can he do it accurately? I think he has to throw a little wildly to get the ball that far. But who knows if the case may be, because if that is the case, then you probably go with the kid sooner than later, which is just fine by me. Yeah, it is amazing that football's back, Kim. Really exciting. And yes, I'm sorry, I should be more specific to what Bill was saying. Yes, Bill, his red zone percentage scoring with the Niners was astronomical. I forget what the exact number was, but it was really high. So he has a knack for those quick 1, 2, 3 throw, 1, 2, 3 throw. Jimmy's really good at that. He likes to just go 1, 2, 3 decision, 1, 2, 3 decision. And we were hoping to get Derek Carr to work the offense that way, but he's too physically gifted to accept a quarterback trying to robotically control him. And so when Josh McDaniels was trying to robotically control Derek Carr, he resisted at times, wanted to audible at times, would throw to the second or third read instead of the hot read, which is where Josh McDaniels might have wanted the ball to go on that given play, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Bill Cox says, Bear, explain to me what a cover 2 is, please. Bill Cox, a cover 2 is when a cornerback and either a safety or a free safety, or sometimes it can be the nickel, will under and over a wide receiver. So if you want to throw it quick to him underneath, you have a cornerback or linebacker underneath cutting off that route. And then you have someone over the top in case he tries to then turn it up that can pick him up. So you have 2 people that are roving around one person. Now, once you have that, there's a bracketed way you can do that, where you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to take the free safety and move him to the right. I'm going to take the strong safety and move him to the left. And then I'm going to have my linebackers drop. Now, when you do that, you can actually bracket both sides and you can prevent anything being thrown beyond, say, 8 yards, 7, 8 yards. And so it makes you throw everything underneath, because everyone's dropping, and then the bracket prevents a quick throw out to any of the wide receivers because they just can't get open that fast. And it also gives their defensive line more time to get there. You're forcing the offense to go beyond 3-second throws. Now, the problem with that is that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have 2 to 3 very competent tight ends, and then 2 to 3 very capable running backs who can split out on any given play one way or another underneath that coverage and make catches. So you can punish that defense, because eventually it will switch up. It will start to come in closer, and then you throw over the top of it. Yeah, Raider C-Dub, the Niners window closed. The Niners window closed. You know, they had a shot at they had 2 shots at a Super Bowl, and they blew it. Whenever that happens, you're regressing, because you have to remember, every year that you don't win it, every team around you in the league is getting better through the draft, through free agency, sometimes directly taking players from your team to hurt your team's chances from getting back again. I don't know how many of you remember it, but last year the Chiefs and the Eagles made it to the Super Bowl, and then immediately after the Super Bowl was over, it didn't matter who won. Both teams started shedding talent. Now, when I say shedding, I don't mean like they did it intentionally. Some of it was intentional, but a lot of it was just, well, we're not going to pay that guy, and this other team's willing to, so let him go. You know, don't match the deal. Just let them have his contract. We just picked up this Damian Harris kid. He was a running back for the Chiefs. Now, he was a running back for the Chiefs as early as like 3 weeks ago. So he's going to know their playbook. He's going to know their calls, you know, so he's going to be a great deal of help to us. And I promise you, the rest of the league is doing the same things. And I don't know that the big defensive end, Chris Jones for the Chiefs, I know he's been dangled around in free agency because the Chiefs are acting like they're not going to pay him. But I got to figure they're going to franchise tag him. So that dream's out the window. Ray McLean, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Oh, she's beautiful. What a great profile picture, brother. Beautiful little girl. Any word on Devontae Adams' injury? No, from what I understand, he had sort of they're referring to it as a bang-bang play. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, because it sounds simple, but it isn't. What it means is right at the moment of impact, both players hit each other, in effect, at a certain moment of impact on a play. Now, when that happens, they call it a bang-bang play. So Josh McDaniels himself in an interview after practice said he didn't feel like it was a dirty play. Devontae Adams himself said he didn't feel like it was a dirty play. So it was no big deal, but it was just kind of a roll up on his leg, hit him, and they hit each other at the same time. From what I understand, Devontae's fine. It was just basically a bell, a ding. It didn't feel good. It was bad enough that he limped off a little bit, but he's fine. Troy Gill, no, we shouldn't see any legitimate starters in the game tomorrow. More importantly, if you want to know who's not playing, you look at the players. You look at the players who were playing in the mixed scrimmages with the Niners. Those players, mostly starters, and some of them not, are guys that you won't see in the preseason game. So you get those looks at them in the mixed scrimmages with the Niners, and then those guys sit while we go through the preseason. Oh, whoa. Okay. No, Kanamoku, I did not see that DJ Turner got released. That's crazy. I had no idea. Jason R. Morales, I've been too busy, guys. The whole reason I had shows I was going to do yesterday, and I just completely missed it because I had to go to the DMV, and then I had to go to the smog place, and then go back to the DMV, and it was a nightmare. Jason R. Morales said, do you think Jimmy is a good fit for us? Jason R. Morales, I would say this to you. Great profile pic. You guys look so good. I would say this to you, brother. There's a very good chance that Jimmy Garoppolo looks good in most offenses because he is a game manager. He is a safe quarterback. Now, will he take risks? I think he will. I just think that it will be infrequent. And in other words, if you think Derek Carr stressed you guys out because he wouldn't take risks down the field very often, it's about to stress you out a lot more because he will throw downfield less than Derek Carr will. Now, not by choice. It's just he's careful. You know what I mean? Because the number one thing in football for quarterbacks is not turning over the ball. It just is, guys. Completion percentage is important, but it's still not as important as not turning over the ball for a quarterback. You cannot turn over the ball. It kills your momentum. It kills your team's defense. You can't turn over the ball. If you turn over the ball, it's a death knell to what you're doing. Death knell. They said he was fine, but may not play tomorrow. No, Anna Diaz, no. There was no way he should be playing in a preseason game. There's no way. There's nothing he's going to improve in that situation. Victor A. Remy said, Bear, what's your input on Josh Jacobs coming back? Well, I was one of the people who joked the other day, and I said that this guy, Davian Harris, getting signed is not going to make Josh Jacobs happy, but I was more making jokes than anything else. The Damian Harris signing is both depth and for information on your enemy. I don't feel like the Damian Harris signing has anything to do or any bearing on Josh Jacobs and whether he's going to come back and whether he's going to play or not. It doesn't have anything to do with it. He could add 3 or 4 more running backs and it would still have nothing to do with it. And the reason I only say that is because then you would probably see other running backs get shedded. You know what I mean? You would lose other guys, just like I'm just being told now that they let go of DJ Turner. If they let go of DJ Turner, that means they have another spot for a running back, i.e. Damian Harris. Stephen Marchand, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Yeah, Jim, I know she's a Steelers fan. She was actually telling me she didn't like Spillane. And then I was seeing that on their fan board that they were sad to see him go. They thought he was an up-and-coming linebacker for them. And now he just looks like a perfect fit for the Raiders. Blue 80. Oh, I appreciate the laugh, Kim. I thought the preseason was supposed to be a precursor to the actual season. Well, last year was a letdown. Well, Corinna Trujillo, the preseason is not a precursor to the regular season because if it was a precursor to the preseason to the regular season, you would see more starters. But no, there used to be an attitude where you would have X amount of preseason games, and then you would usually have a third or a fourth, and either the last or the second to last game, you would put the starters out there, usually all of them on both sides of the ball for one series each, just to get their legs wet, let them, get hit, let them get loose. Some guys and a lot of football players will tell you this. They don't feel like they're ready for the season until someone whacks them, because that's going to happen all year. So you got to get that first one out of the way. So, you kind of get used to it again, dodging it, you know what I mean? And then you go in. Kim Calhoun, I couldn't imagine not getting a win, to be honest with you. We've been out playing them in scrimmages, and I just have to imagine that our scrimmage backups are just better than their scrimmage backups, period. Let's see. Hey, Bear, what do you think of the Broncos' performance with Russell Wilson? Tone Saveka, I think it's hilarious. If you remember correctly, Tone, and I know Bob Standard and some of the other guys here that watch me all the time, Tanamoku. I know Tana will remember. I know Kim Calhoun will remember that I already said it. I already said it, bro. He's washed. I like Russell Wilson. I do. I like him. I like how he's lived his life. His wife is beautiful. His kids. You know what I mean? He's got a Super Bowl. He was part of that big Legion of Doom. I thought they were a lot of fun to watch. I think that he was a lot of fun to watch, but I think he's done. I don't think his body has it anymore. I think he feels pain sometimes when he plays now. I think he has lingering injuries that he's just battled off to get that last retirement contract from the Broncos. And I think that's all that was. And if someone else offers him some big deal after the Broncos, he might take that too, just to bank a few million more again and, have money for his kids, But that's what it's about now. I think he's done. I really do. I think he's done. Going to Tahoe next Friday, taking over in the wins. I think it's 6.5. I got to believe we get at least 8. Anthony Acosta, I would agree with that, but I would say 9. I think we can get 9 wins. I really do think we can get 9 wins. I think that Jimmy Garoppolo and the way he plays will be more conducive to how he plays. The Raiders players and Jimmy Garoppolo will be a better fit than Derek Carr was with the guys we have now. I just think that's true. I think that will bear out. In the words of Big Al, when we play the Chiefs, Mahomes must go down, and he must go down hard. OMG, I almost forgot I sent you a beautiful little video of my granddaughter Messenger. She's 3 and screams Raiders. Yeah, I love the high fives. Okay, let me see. Arnold Olarvida, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Protection for Zamir, just in case JJ sits out longer. Yeah, Arnold Olarvida. I'm worried about Zamir either way, though. You know what I mean? The guy had leg issues, and I'm not going to go into that because it's boring. I know you guys all know about it. Both legs in college, but they're saying he's doing better. That he's gotten much bigger, he's gotten much stronger. So I think there's a chance he's going to come out and do well for us. Speaking of a chance to do well for yourselves, check out this package tonight. To the contributor of the most stars tonight will go the Raiders script patch, the 1963 original Oakland Raiders logo patch, the Raider Nation patch with this, like, you see, if you look at the outer edge, it's got like this nice 3D kind of piping to it. It's really cool. Raider Nation. And then I added at the last minute the Navajo Raiders with the authentic squash blossom. If you're Native American, this is for you. I'm part Native American. It's only like 2%, but but it's there. All right. Whoa. Okay, let's keep going. So having said that, I think though that, and I made this argument, I don't care about the Niner years with Jimmy Garoppolo. When Jimmy Garoppolo was with the Patriots, he was in our offense. And now when he was with the Niners, he wasn't. And now that he's back with Las Vegas, he's back in the offense he learned as a kid. So I just can't imagine that he won't do better in the offense he cut his teeth with than the offense he was trying to learn, frenetically with Shanahan. Yeah, that's right. I know you remember. I know you guys remember. Do you remember a bear? First preseason game for borderline players to see where they stack up. Yeah, Arnold, that to me is the most important part of this. Some of the guys, especially the undrafted free agent, the kid Zach Thomas, I want to see that guy. That's the linebacker from North Carolina State that we brought in, or from NC State. I don't know if it's North Carolina or not. But anyway, he's from a small school in North Carolina, and man, that guy can play the run. I mean, he is a middle linebacker demon when it comes to playing the run. And everything I've ever heard or saw in his highlights coming out of college, he packs holes, man. I want to see that guy. I hope he's still with us. I hope he holds on because that guy can play. Josh Jacobs is still holding out. I think he's going to hold out until the first game of the season. Anthony Acosta's birthday is Sunday. Happy birthday, Anthony Acosta. I'm sure you touched on this earlier in the show. I'm sorry I just got here late, but what's the update on Adams' injury? Paul Summers, he's fine. He had a bang injury. Think of it like a funny bone. You know what I mean? How it can kind of linger and it doesn't feel good and you're shaking it out. If you saw him doing that on the field, and with his arm, you might think he was, he had a pinched nerve or, maybe he broke his shoulder cap. No, he just hit his funny bone. Well, it's the same thing here. He had that kind of shot in his leg that it lingered, made him limp a little bit, but in his in his after interview, he was fine. Josh McDaniels said he was fine, so they wouldn't do that if he was hurt. Edgar Lucky De Leon. Wait a second. Whoa. Okay, hang on. Whoa. I got to women. Whoa. Okay. You know how I feel about the mustache, okay? Okay, come on. This mess of a beard was just because Mama Bear and some of my other Facebook family like me in a beard now for some reason. But the mustache, okay, is the Raider Bear, okay? And so, no, he better not shave it off. I love that thing. Doesn't Ian O'Connell have a big, accurate arm? The reason I ask is if Garoppolo goes down, do you think Davante Adams would be more comfortable with O'Connell at quarterback? Yes. I don't know how to say it more clearly. Yes. Aiden O'Connell will pair better. With Davante than Jimmy Garoppolo will. Raiders! Let me show you guys how much I like Raider Speedy. Where'd I put it? Is it this one? This one? There we go. Raider Speedy. And you know why I happen to have it right here, Raider Speedy, ready to go? Is because it's going on my next vest, baby. No doubt about it. I'm picky when it comes to my super fans on my vest, but this one's got to go on. It's my guy, Raider Speedy. He's funny as F. Love that guy. Of course, Paul. My pleasure, brother. Always. Alfonso Cardenas. Ooh, that's a great name. What's up, Raider Bear? Long time no see, brother. Much love to you and the Mama Bear. I appreciate that, brother. Oh, look at you out on the beach looking good. I like that profile picture. Michael Guerrero! What's up, Naked Raider? Welcome to the show. Always there for a Raider Bear. Harry Butch Monroe. Good evening, Mr. Bear. Don't kill me tonight. What is this, like 2 separate shows for this guy? Where this guy, Harry Butch, has got me cracking up. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Hefe KC, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Hefe KC, I got to tell you, you're not going to the Super Bowl this year. I don't know what it's going to take. We may have to go full Tanya Harding on Patrick Mahomes when he's coming down the aisleway and just kneecap him at some point. But we got to stop you guys. You can't have no. You can win another Super Bowl, but not in Las Vegas. So this year is out. But the year after this, hey, knock yourselves out. You guys go win as many as you can. But this year, no. We're going to do something. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that the all-pro tight end for the Chiefs is going to get seriously injured. And when I say that, obviously you never want to wish that on someone, But when I mean seriously injured, I don't mean something that's going to like end his career. I mean something like maybe he like just breaks his like one of his bones in his arm, so he can't play because he can't catch the ball, and they don't want him to re-break it. You know what I mean? Not something major, but something that's bad enough that he can't play, like a broken wrist, something like that. I just think something like that is going to finally happen to the Chiefs, because you had this run. You guys have been great. I can't deny that. You know what I mean? I even call your quarterback Patrick Mahomes. I call him Patrick Mahomes, which is a very drastic Spanish Mexican way of saying he's poop. But you know, I can't make that joke that much more anymore, because he's proven out to be one of the best. So I'll give him his credit. Mike Brown. Appreciate the love on the stars. Raider Speedy, awesome. Thanks for the support, Raider Bear and family. You know it, brother. I see you. Breeze Raider Day. I was glad to meet you, brother. I'm a typical fan like anyone else. You know what I mean? I may have a show. I have a lot of followers. I do a good thing, and people like to watch what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still just a man. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it when people stop me in public and they go, "Oh my God, you're the Raider Bear." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And they can't believe that I'll just stand there with them and talk. You know what I mean? They act like they're bothering me. You know, it's like, no, it ain't like that. You know what I mean? I'm just not like that. Breeze Raiders Nation, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. All right, let's see. Kim Calhoun, sorry, but I know Jimmy G is a Raider now, but he's going to be crying. He's hurt. He's not strong enough for what is coming for him this season. Every team is going to try and hurt him. Kim Calhoun, we're all worried about that. You know what I mean? We really are. But at the same time, I have to feel like there's something in Jimmy Garoppolo where he wants to prove something. You know what I mean? Because you have to realize everything we're saying about him, he's hearing this. He is, guys. I guarantee you. He's hearing this. He knows the narrative is he was just a guy that was Tom Brady's lap boy, for a long time. And then he was a Niner so-so because he'd win, get hurt, get really close to the ring, but not quite get it because he's not quite quick enough. You know what I mean? And that's just how it went for him. Raider Tone, what's up, brother? My president in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Let's see. Rose Ortega, why? Yeah, I know. Why did he have to go to the Chiefs? I guess the next part of my question is, if Garoppolo goes down and O'Connell comes in, maybe like week 6 or so, do you think McDaniels will let him throw down the field? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. You see, you guys got to understand, although I do feel like we tanked the first season with Josh McDaniels, and I think it was a twofold thing. He wanted to move up in the draft, but he also saw that he could get rid of Derek Carr this way. I think that this season he wants to win. I really do. I think that if he's going to go after the kid from USC, he's going to do it with picks and a trade. Maybe even Hunter Renfrow and mix him into a package with 2 number 1s and 2 number 2s and Hunter Renfrow and a 5th round pick. He's going to way overpay. But that's what people tend to do. And I would tell everyone watching my show right now, brace yourself for us to overpay for Caleb Williams next year. Because unless Aiden O'Connell gets in mid-year and then just lights the league up, gets into the playoffs, and just barely loses because he plays so well, they're going to still not look at him as the franchise quarterback unless he really, really overcomes. Now, personally, I think he can do it. I think Aiden O'Connell can do it. And then with the way this offense is structured to move the ball around the field and trick defenses into a state of standing flat-footed. See, if you want, what you really want your defense to do is go right at the quarterback, go get him. But see, if you run plays that punish their energy coming forward, they'll start to slow up. Then if you start to really go downfield, they start to back up. And so now then you can dink and dunk underneath them with tight ends and running backs and so on. Sometimes, just toss the ball on a run play and get a bunch of yards because the defense backed up so much. Then when they start to come up in, so that's the idea, is to tease them, move them in and out, keep them guessing. And that's what this offense does. And if Aiden O'Connell really does have an understanding of this offense the way I think he does, week 6 to week 8, I say you put him in. If even if Jimmy Garoppolo isn't hurt, if he's not playing well and we're not winning, I put in Aiden. If we're like 1-5 going into week 6 and 7, Aiden O'Connell. If Jimmy Garoppolo plays so badly that we only have 1 or 2 wins going into week 6 or 7, I bench him. I don't care what his contract is. It's just money. The idea of the game is to win, and you spend money to win. And if you happen to spend too much on this, that, or you make a mistake, so what? Keep it moving and win games. Raider Nation. Al Davis. We heard you, brother. Raider Speedy, I make Raider signs. If interested, just do letters and paint them with silver letters and black backgrounds. If interested, message me. Bob Standard. Okay, Bob, listen, if you want to do that for the super fans, just go ahead and post, a real, write something down that says what you do and how you do it. Just no big deal. I don't mind. We know each other. You know what I mean? I only get mad when people come in my comments and they try to advertise their business and things they're selling when they haven't asked me or they don't know me. You know what I mean? You and I are friends. So I'm not sure, man. Hi, Casey. I'm not reading that, but I'm putting it on here. That's evil, Joseph Bear, but Travis must go down hard. I agree. He must go down hard. Michael, again, I just want to see Mahomes cry. I hope somehow can pull out a win in KC. Michael, great profile picture. You guys look great. And I would say this to you, brother. I honestly think we're going to split with the Chiefs. I do. I really do think we're going to split with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are significantly better than we are, but I don't think that doesn't mean that we can't beat them. I just think everyone knows that. Any given Sunday, a bad team can beat the best team. It's about who's best on that field on that day. Who runs their offense the best on that field on that day. So to me, whenever it's a rivalry game, I never go into that with the attitude of, oh, well, this team's won X amount of games and they're a much better team. So when they go into this game, it just means the better team's going to win. Not when it's rivalry games, not when it's Broncos Raiders, not when it's Chiefs Chargers, you know what I mean? Things like that. Those teams hate each other. Our division, our guys, we hate each other. You know what I mean? So those games are always played harder. That makes the ball sometimes bounce funny to the other team. I'm not going to read that one either, but I'll put it on the screen. Oh, man. So maybe that gives Jimmy G a chip. Stephen Lee, I think Jimmy Garoppolo wants to win. I do. As crazy as that sounds. I at first, when we first signed the deal, and the fact that I knew he had flim-flammed us with the date of getting the surgery and waiting so long, to where now it puts him right up, against the season with his healing, when he could have taken it months ago, gotten the surgery, and he would be 1,000% ready to go right now. Instead, he's shaky. You know what I mean? I think that was intentional, so that if this doesn't go off well and he doesn't feel like he's playing well with the team, he just grabs his foot, says, ow, I've re-aggravated something, and then we're paying his bills and we're having to go with the kid. And I hope it doesn't happen that way, at least not until mid-year. Bob Standard said, can our defense stop Travis Kelce? I think it can now. In the past, I would have said no. But I think that our mobility at linebacker with Masterson, Diablo, and Spillane, I think there's enough movement there that those three guys can shadow him until either a nickel or a safety picks him up at depth. And then, yeah, I think we can bracket him and cover him. The chick that got whacked by Tony Harding was crying and yelling, why? That's what my last comment meant. Picturing Mahomes crying after getting whacked with me. Why? I do remember that, Rose. I appreciate that. Okay, this is another one of those nights where my audience is making me laugh as much as I'm trying to make you guys laugh and enjoy the show. Any Raiders fans? Okay, I see. Wait a minute. Love you, Mama Bear, and the show. Love the family here. Go Raiders. I appreciate that, Kim. Let's see. I just heard from Doc. He's done in DC, but has had too much coffee to go to bed, and so he's driving back tonight. He has Bluetooth in his car, so I'll probably stay up and talk to him. Oh, good man, Jim. Let's see. I hope Jimmy G is the next Rich Gannon as the second fire in his career. Bill Cox, I gotta tell you, that's about as good an analogy for what we hope to see as I've ever heard. Because if he can just come in and be some facsimile of Rich Gannon. Because Rich Gannon, you guys remember now, let's be honest, okay? Rich Gannon did not throw a great deep ball. He did throw it, but it wasn't great. You couldn't get much further than 30, 40 yards, before he had to release the ball, or you were going to outrun his pass and the ball would be short. He would throw underneath guys. So, it wasn't a part of his game. He liked to throw underneath, left to right, mix it up, motion a guy, throw to the underneath guy. Everything we've been talking about with Jimmy Garoppolo in this offense is what the offense was with Rich Gannon. You had Tim Brown, Jerry Rice, a running game, a tight end, and now you could just mix and match those 4 or 5 guys into every route. And you just couldn't stop it because on any given play, Rich would know exactly where he was going to go with the ball. And just 1, 2, 3, he was like an orchestra. 1, 2, 3, making plays. 1, 2, 3, just walking guys, down the field. It drove people crazy. And we were the #1 offense in all of the NFL in 2001, the year he was doing that. And we have the pieces to do it again. We have the pieces to do that again. But can we put it together? Let's see. Mahomes was crying when Crosby whacked him in the arm. You know what? Honestly, and then he got right in his face and was talking trash to Mahomes, and he got really upset for 2 reasons. One, because there wasn't really anyone getting him off Mahomes. I don't know how many of you noticed that, but Max was right in his grill, and nobody was getting him off Mahomes. Now, I'm not saying anything negative about other Chiefs players. Maybe they just didn't see it. I don't know. But the bottom line is it happened. You know what I mean? Maybe Chief Hefe saw the whole thing and knows for a fact that the other players like on the Chiefs had their back to him, or they had already ran off the field or something. I don't know. But whatever explanation you have, even if it's a really good one for the Chiefs, it still happened. It was a bad look. You had our defensive end literally locked in his face mask, damn near spitting on him, talking so much trash to him. He had Patrick pissed. Now, don't get me wrong, he still got even. I mean, all we won was the trash talk game, but we lost the game. So we win the trash talk, but he won the game. When we had Rich Gannon, James Jett never saw the field, and he was one of the fastest receivers in the league at the time. Yeah, well, he didn't really have great hands, though, either. He was more of just a runner playing football. What you just described about Rich Gannon and company was a beautiful West Coast offense system, Bear. Yes, Elon Bush. And speaking of beautiful, did my shirt that, fit your lovely? She is beautiful, Elon Bush. I mean, you're living like a bear. You know what I mean? I look at Mama Bear every day and go, God dog it. I do, man. I do. She is everything I've ever wanted. You know what I mean? I won't lie. Mama Bear is everything I have ever wanted. You know what I mean? And I think you scored, Elon Bush. I really do. She's got a glow about her, something good going on with her. I see it in the eyes, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and put a ring on it. You know what I mean? Don't mess this up. You know what I mean? Because there's other guys out there that would love to see you screw this up. Don't screw that up, brother. Go, be brave. Be brave. You know what I mean? I see guys sometimes and I don't know if I'm ready to be married. I don't know if I'm ready to be a dad. I don't know if I'm ready to commit. No, you are. You are. Just trust me, man. Go do it. You're going to be happier for it. Except that play where Jet beat the Chargers with that touchdown 7-6. Well, Ray McClain, no one's saying he never caught a ball or won a game. I like James Jett. He was a good player, but I mean, he just didn't have great hands. Our defense needs to watch Mahomes when he runs out of the pocket and throws the sidearm throws to attack and intercept. Well, I mean, that's easier said than done, Bob Stannard. We can say what we want to, but we have to acknowledge that the guy is good. I don't think he's going to be throwing these behind the back passes like he's been practicing. I think that's more of, propaganda to scare other teams, to make them think that's a wrinkle he would run. I just can't imagine it. Andy Reid's a serious coach. You know what I mean? I can't imagine Andy Reid would want him doing that, because if you do it and it doesn't work, it's intercepted or it's turned into a fumble and the other team recovers, you look really, really stupid. You know what I mean? And people like me in the press, that do shows, they're going to kill him for actually trying to do it. That's what they're going to say. We saw that you guys tried that in practice, but in a game, really, he threw behind his back in traffic with all these all pros with their incredible speed and hands, and you're going to try some garbage like that? That's what people would say. The Chiefs fans would be pissed because they think it's cute, him doing it in practice, but I want to see that stuff on the field costing you a game. All right, guys, that is my show. Much love. Shout out to our armed forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, National Guard, for all you do. The energy and love of this show is dedicated to your service, active and veteran. Much love. Happy Saturday. Good luck. I hope you guys enjoy the show tomorrow. R8RBEAR! Much love, and I will see you Monday. Raider Bear family. Appreciate you all. And have a